Okay, what's going on, everybody? What is up? Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. What's up? How's everybody doing today? Today is Friday, March 9th, 2018. That is right. I am Darkside Phil. Welcome to a fun double streaming day today, folks. It's going to be a fun one. We've got a lot of special events going on. We've got the conclusion of my Heavy Rain throwback playthrough, the anniversary run, right? It's been pretty fun re-experiencing this game, but now we are at the very end. So we really only have, I'd say, roughly an hour left to go here. So with so little left in the game, definitely it would make sense for me to, do something else on stream. I do a 4+ hour gameplay stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to first finish up with Heavy Rain here on the PlayStation 4. And then I'm going to switch over to the Xbox One. And we are going to start up with my Bully Scholarship Edition playthrough. I'm pretty excited. I played Bully in 2013. It was a time when a lot of things were changing for me. I was switching from direct capture I was switching from camcorder slash, digital camera recording to direct capture, and I was switching from just doing offline video content to live streaming, and it was a huge change for me, huge. But because of that, the quality of the playthrough kind of suffered, because what happened was, unfortunately, if you actually go back and you watch it, the first half of the playthrough is done with the camera, and it kind of looks kind of crappy. The color is fading, the light adjustment, audio doesn't sound good. Then I switched to direct capture, but, this was when I was very first major playthrough that I was doing, where I had switched over to direct capture, and I had tons of technical difficulties. I remember there were things where the game would slow down, and the audio would chop up, and the pixelization and crashing, and, that's all due to my capture software not doing it properly. So there's a big segment of that playthrough that's kind of messed up permanently, because of that. So, I really liked playing Bully. I enjoyed the game thoroughly. It's basically Grand Theft Auto without anyone dying. And it's a lot more lighthearted in that regard. So, I'm very much looking forward to Bully a second time. So I hope you guys are too. I'm going to be playing on the Xbox One. The Scholarship Edition, which I own on Xbox 360, was actually upgraded for Xbox One. And if it's any indication, by last year when I played Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox One, because that had also been upgraded, the game should look great. I'm pretty much looking forward to it. So, this first gameplay stream of today should be great. The conclusion of Heavy Rain, and then the premiere of Bully Scholarship Edition should be pretty good, right? So I'm very much looking forward to this stream. Then, later tonight, Secret of Mana may even conclude tonight. I'm not sure if it will, but it may. We're heading into the last couple areas of the game, and we'll see what happens with that, heading into the final areas. But, I know there's going to be probably a boss gauntlet and everything at the end of the game. We'll see. But it should be pretty good. And I hope that you guys who have been following along that more chill playthrough, are excited for that to possibly conclude tonight, okay? Tomorrow, folks. Tomorrow is a salty, saucy Saturday. Why is it a salty, saucy Saturday? Well, very simple. Number one, I'm making a pot of homemade Italian sauce in the morning. It takes about 2 hours for me to, make the meatballs, process all this, make the sauce ingredients, chop them up, get them all to the sauce going, simmering and everything. And then I'll be doing multiplayer gameplay all day long tomorrow. The first gameplay stream will be Call of Duty World War II. And then the second gameplay stream will be the return of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which was patched this last week, okay? So, for those of you who've been craving multiplayer action, you're gonna get it tomorrow, all day long. A fun multiplayer Saturday, okay? But why am I calling it Saucy Saturday? Because since I'm making this Italian sauce, about every 20 to 30 minutes, I'll be taking a break to go season and stir the sauce. And therefore, it's perfect since I'm playing Call of Duty. you know, between every 2-3 matches. Head down there, you know, stir it or whatever. It should be perfect in that regard. So it should be a fun day of multiplayer. Good stuff. For those who love PUBG and the interactive streams, it's returning tomorrow night. I know it's been quite a long time since I did PUBG now. It's been over a week. So some people are having PUBG withdrawals who used to really love the PUBG streams. So it should be good. A good day. And then Sunday, a whole stream of Bully. Okay? And then Monday, Bully paired with something else. Paired with what? Well, that's going to depend. It's going to depend on, gee, did I finish Secret of Mana? If not, okay, then I'll probably do Secret of Mana. If I did, then I'll decide, gee, do I want to do more Call of Duty? Do I want to do PUBG? Do I want to do something else? You know, there's a lot of options because now I'm going to have a few days of open time to kind of do whatever I want. I finished Doki Doki Literature Club last night, for those who aren't aware. And boy, if you missed that stream, guys, what a mind fuck. No kidding, like the 2.5 hours of gameplay that I did last week on the Indies Marathon, if that's all you've seen, you missed out. Last night, that game went into overdrive. It completely just changed from the kind of game that it was into a crazy-ass game. Pretty wild. It was pretty wild, and I really enjoyed it. It was a good 2.5 hours of zany, mind-fucking fun. So if you did not see it, it is live on YouTube already. It's really good. My reactions were great because I did not expect any of that. Luckily, thank God, no one spoiled it for me. I didn't know what to expect or what was going to happen, and boy, did it surprise me. So check that out live over on DSPGaming on YouTube right now. Okay? Alrighty then. Hold on one second, guys. Heard some noise outside. I was like, what is that? There's no landscapers on Friday. It's just USPS was delivering something to somebody. Okay. So, there you go, folks. Yeah, that's what's been going on recently, and that's what's coming up soon. Okay? Pretty excited for all that. You know, variety. Today, Heavy Rain, Bully starting up. Multiplayer tomorrow. We're going to have multiplayer stuff probably next week. Maybe doing some other downtime stuff. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see how it goes. But I'm pretty excited for... you know, the next week. And then, of course, a week from today, 1 week from today, ladies and gentlemen, the new content begins. Burnout Paradise Remastered releases 1 week from today. I'll be starting that up. Sea of Thieves releases on the 20th of March. I'll be playing that. There's apparently the very first story-based DLC for South Park, The Fractured But Whole, releasing the same day as Sea of Thieves, and I'll probably be checking that out. Ni no Kuni 2 starts on the 23rd of March, and then Far Cry 5 and the final episode of Batman the Telltale Series Episode 2 both start on the 27th. So we've got pretty much a crazy, you know, marathon of fun new content starting 1 week from today. You know, the final 2 to 2.5 weeks of the month is going to be just new stuff constantly. So for those who've been kind of disappointed, man, Phil's doing all downtime stuff. There's no new games. It's boring. That's definitely going to change, all right? Definitely going to change, all starting in 1 week. So 1 more week to go, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are here live on pre-stream, I have some questions for you and some information for you, big announcements, all right? Big positive announcement today in regards to my website, thekingofhate.com. You may have noticed, folks, I rarely mention the website. In fact, I haven't mentioned it in quite some time, because the website really hasn't had anything going on. It used to be, years ago, this website used to be a hub where you could go and it would list all my new playthroughs, and it would have a link to my streaming, whatever I was streaming on at the time, whether it was YouTube or Twitch. And basically had a lot of fun front page integration. That made it a go-to destination. If you wanted to see what Phil was up to, you go to thekingofhate.com and there's your answer, right? Not so much the past couple of years. The website kind of fell off. The functionality with YouTube stopped working because YouTube changed a lot of things. A lot of their information feeds and everything were changed. And basically a lot of the functionality stopped working. In fact, one of the major things of the website that people loved that stopped working a month or two ago was that I used to have this thing called a playlists tab where you could click on it and you could search for any video game playthrough that I had done in the 10 years that I've been putting out video game playthroughs on the internet. You'd be able to search and bring up a video game playthrough and find it there, because you know it's actually really hard to find stuff on YouTube. Good luck if you want to find Phil's playthrough of, I don't know, let's think of a random game. Body count, okay? If you go search on YouTube for, body count playthroughs, good luck finding mine. YouTube's search algorithm is a piece of garbage. It only focuses on videos that basically conform to their algorithm requirements. In fact, this is how bad it is, all right? My videos of games like Spider-Man Web of Shadows and Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions have the most views of any videos for those games. But if you actually search in YouTube's search algorithm for playthroughs of that game, you won't even find my videos. You can't even find the videos that have the most views of a game if you search for that game. They don't come up. How stupid is that? Because YouTube changed everything. You know, at some point over the years, YouTube changed their algorithms and screwed over people like me who make raw gameplay. Okay? They just did. So people really enjoyed having this search function on my website, where if you were a big fan of mine, you'd like to go back and watch older throwback playthroughs, you could just search on my website and have it bring up, okay? All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I have a big positive announcement, all right? Are you ready? I just spoke with Onyx, my webmaster, and basically he's been working on a site redesign for quite some time. He just hasn't had any real free time to work on it. Keep in mind, this guy's a volunteer. I don't have any money to pay him, okay? So over the years, you know, all the work he's done on the website has always been for free, and, you know, because he's a fan and, you know, he wanted to help out, and for him it's good experience with web design and stuff like that. So, here's the deal. Right now, he's working on a site redesign of thekingofhate.com, all right? What features is he going to be including? Wait till you hear this stuff. Number one, he is bringing back the playlist feature. So you're going to be able to, again, have a hub where, I want to go to Phil's website and find anything he's ever done. It's going to work again, okay? Immediately he wants to add that, all right? Number two, here's something he's working on. He wants to add a new kind of functionality. Instead of it just being, search for the name of a game, he wants it to be, you can search for a genre. So think of it this way. I want to see RPGs that Phil has played. I feel like watching an RPG playthrough. You click RPG, boom, it'll bring up like RPGs that I've played over the years. I want a third-person action game shooter. Boom, it'll bring up games like Uncharted and stuff like that. How cool would that be, right? That you now be able to search by criteria of what you want to see rather than based on a specific game. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? Now, of course, there's a lot of work that has to go into that, because it's going to have to be able to categorize certain kinds of playthroughs and stuff. I honestly don't know how it's going to work, because I'm not going to, be doing that. I certainly don't have time to sit down and say, this game is this kind of game or whatever. So I don't know if it's going to be automated or if there's a listing. Maybe there's like a database listing somewhere that he can access of different games and their descriptions or whatever. But that's what he's working on, okay? Now, in addition to that, he's working on something that, if it works, which we don't know if it's going to work, okay, could be a huge positive for those who pledge to my Patreon, all right? One of the biggest hurdles I've had using Patreon over the years isn't the fact that people are eager to help, isn't the fact that I love giving perks. It's the fact that Patreon has been a completely manual website. And what I mean by that is, every month you guys pledge to my Patreon, okay? At the end of the month, all your pledges clear or whatever. Then I have to sit down and I literally have to take a Excel file from the website. I know how seriously stupid that sounds, but this is what I do. I have to export a manual Excel file from the website. And I then have to use that data from the Excel file to create things such as thank you shout outs and things in my videos. Then I have to go into the website. They have a page of like a grid of people who pledged and whose pledges cleared and whose pledges didn't clear. And I have to manually message you guys and say, I need this information from you for this perk, this information from you from this perk, blah, 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 okay? What we're looking to do is to automate the process. So if you pledge to my Patreon, let's say once a week, something will run, a script will run, and check and see, look at the status of patrons and see, oh, did anyone pledge to Patreon this week? And if they did, how much did they pledge? And based off of that, it'll automatically send out messages to the patrons saying, we need this information and this information from you to upgrade you and stuff like that. And it's going to be an automated process by which it kind of looks at my forums and things and says, okay, these people pledged this month but didn't pledge the next month. Therefore, this person should not be a patron anymore or have a premium access to the forums anymore. And, you know, we'll downgrade them, but we'll make sure the people who are ongoing pledges get upgraded. Basically, things that were always massive manual work before behind the scenes, hopefully will now be automated. And the thing is, you know, there's been a big complaint, and this is a valid complaint. Some people have said, Phil, it sucks because we pledged to your Patreon, all right? And then we have to wait until the next month. So let's say right now, today is March 9th. If you pledge to my Patreon today, you have to wait until early April in order to get your perk. Right now, April 1st is the first Sunday of April. You'd probably have to wait till April 9th because sadly, pledges don't usually process fully on the first day. So you'd have to wait until I have free time, which is usually Sunday night, in order to do the Patreon stuff. So it would be April 9th. Finally, I'd message you to get your perks, right? Instead of that, this would be an automated process by which something would automatically check and send out messages. So I'd just be constantly getting in. Here's an email from a new patron. Here's their info. And we can send that right off to my webmaster and get you upgraded quickly and get your perks quickly instead of you sitting around waiting for perks, you know, for a month. Okay? It's always been a shortcoming of the Patreon system that I've hated is that it's a manual process, okay? So that's another potential major upgrade, and maybe people would actually be like, man, you know, I stopped being a patron because I didn't like this or this. Maybe now I'd like to be a patron again, right? So it's just another thing, right? Pretty cool. Now, here's the deal, folks. The website's going to look different as well, okay? So what I'm appealing to you guys, what kind of things would you like to see on the new kingofhate.com website? What functionality would you like? How would you like it to look? Do you even have any ideas for logos, designs for the website? Because Onyx is going to be working with an actual professional web designer to redesign the website from the ground up. And he wants ideas. He's looking for ideas from you guys. I mean, ideally, you're the guys who are going to be using it on a daily basis, right? You're the people who are going to be saying, man, you know, I want to look at this or this. So you're the ones. So let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any ideas. Okay. So please, you know, send me these ideas. The best way, there's two ways that'll be the best. Number one, email me, darksydephil@hotmail.com. Number two, go to the forums right now, the kingofhate.com forums. Register if you're not, and post up a thread there, and let's see if we can get a running thread of ideas of what people think. Number one could be functionality improvements for the website. That's number one. And number two, visual improvements. What kind of a logo do you think would be cool for the kingofhate.com? What kind of, you know, things would you like to see on the front page, the main page? See what I mean? So, there you go, folks. Pretty cool. You know, it's been quite a long time since I mentioned the website on purpose, but now finally it looks like things are going to be turning around a little bit, okay? So I'll definitely let you know in regard to that, you know, when we have more developments. But again, I need your feedback. Please send me your feedback. Post on the forums or email me. Give me your feedback. I need it. The more feedback I get, the better the site will be, all right? Sounds good? Okay. All right, folks. What else? What else do I want to talk about here on pre-stream? Anything. Not anything in particular too much. You know, just the usuals. There's really nothing else going on. You know, nothing new has happened or popped up. We're going to have a fun few days here. Fun, you know, gameplay content. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. All right, so that's it. I think what we'll do now, let's get into the plugs segment. I'll do my usual plugs, and then we'll give shout-outs to those who have cheered, subbed, and tipped here on the pre-stream. And then we'll get into the conclusion of Heavy Rain. And again, when I finish with Heavy Rain, what I'll do is maybe take a 5-minute break, and I'll tweet out that we're switching from Heavy Rain to Bully, so everyone's aware that we're switching. And then we'll start up with Bully Scholarship Edition. Sounds good? So it'll be a double stream today. Well, a double game stream, I guess. 2 different games. All right. Alrighty then. Okay, let's do some plugs. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to personally say thank you for coming and checking out my streams, for watching my videos on YouTube. In particular, the past several months have been pretty good, at least on stream. All right, no lie, on stream things have been really good, and people, higher attendance, more followers, people participating more than ever before. If we can keep this up this year, especially now when the new releases are about to hit, okay, I think we're going to have a really positive year with growth, and everything's going to be great. Sadly, I hate to say this, but sadly, YouTube is the complete opposite. It really is. YouTube is the complete opposite. YouTube is down. And I don't mean views, because it's not down views. It's down revenue. My YouTube channel is doing pretty much as well as it always does, but ad revenue is terrible right now on YouTube. And I don't know if it's ever going to come back. I really don't. At this point, it may never come. It may just be as bad as it is right now. That being said, you guys have been so amazingly positive to me that I'm still able to do this for a living, which is awesome, okay? However, if you are watching the stream or you're watching this pre-stream on demand on YouTube, and maybe you'd like to go above and beyond just being a stream viewer or a video watcher, you're like, man, maybe I would like to help Phil out a little bit more, being that he gives us free gameplay content literally every single day, for 10 straight years, what can I do to make sure that he can keep doing this full time? There's many things that you can do. The first being, as I've already mentioned, my Patreon over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil, where your monthly pledges allow me to keep doing this by helping defray the cost. Things like the cost of electricity, cost of internet, cost of games. No lie, this just happened a day ago. I was backing up my video files, and I realized I have no hard drive space left. I've used all of my external storage, and now I need to buy another hard drive. So I did. I had to go to Amazon. I had to drop $100 out of nowhere. Wasn't planning on doing it, to buy an external hard drive. It just arrived, and today I'll probably be backing up a ton of videos. But this happens all the time. Okay, this happens all the time. So your pledges to Patreon help me to afford all that kind of stuff. All right. Now, in regards to what do you get out of it, right? Well, obviously you're supporting my efforts to keep doing this. You want to keep the free content coming every day. This is a major way you can help. But you can also get cool perks that you earn for your contributions, including things such as text or verbal thank yous in my videos, being able to nominate and vote on games for events and special promotions and special marathons, getting your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, or last but certainly not least, the perk that most people love the most, the private Q&A video, where I will do a 15 to 25 minute private video for you answering any questions you throw my way. People who've gotten this perk love it so much. Some people have come back and done it multiple times, okay? So, all that being said, okay? All that being said, thank you everyone who has contributed to my Patreon so far. Check it out over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil for the full details. And thanks again. We're working on this new upgrade to the website that should actually make the whole process better, hopefully. So now would be an interesting time to pledge. Okay. All right. Number 2, Teespring, my merchandise store, where you can get really cool logos and designs and artwork made by my viewers and fans. Right now, the current line is a Red Dead DSP logo that's a spoof of Red Dead Redemption. We've got a spoof on the Sonic the Hedgehog classic 16-bit logo. And we've also got a Zombie Hunter logo. So all pretty cool stuff designed by Azure Studios as well as Insomniatic Meat. Really good quality merch that I can attest to because I own a bunch of it. I don't use the low-grade stuff. I actually pick the higher quality t-shirts when I have these made up for you guys. Plus, you get stickers, mugs, hoodies, all kinds of fun stuff. Anything you buy from my Teespring store, I get a pretty significant source of commission from each sale. So check it out over at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. And if you do happen to buy anything from my Teespring shop, please send me a picture of it on social media if you feel like it. My Twitter is @TheyCallMeDSP. I'd be more than happy to share a picture of that with my over 25,000 Twitter followers. Very nice, right? And then, last but not least, ladies and gents, if you're here live on stream, and during the course of today's multiple games on stream today, Heavy Rain and Bully, if you'd like a shout out, all right? Well, you can either cheer with bits, you can subscribe to the channel and click the share button, or you can tip me. If you do any of those things, I will give you a shout out for your contributions. Now, keep in mind it's subjective, meaning if it's a jerk coming in here and doing it just for the sake of saying something insulting, no, I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to derail the stream with drama, so don't bring up stupid shit like, oh, Phil, did you hear someone talking shit about you today? Or this slanderous thing was said about you on the internet today. I don't care. I don't care. And I think yesterday we had a big segment of the pre-stream where it got derailed by a viewer. I'm not doing that shit anymore. Seriously, I just don't care. All right? Now, if you either cheer 50 bits or more, if you subscribe to the channel and then choose to click the share button afterward, or if you tip me $5 or more, you'll get a special thank you notification and animation on the screen. All of these have been designed by Popsicola. Very nice viewer, fan, and friend of the streams. So, thank you to Popsicola, obviously, for designing these awesome animations, but thank you to you guys for your contributions. I really do appreciate it. And it's pretty cool that you get both a visual and a verbal thank you for your contributions during the streams, right? Now, a few quick things I want to cover because we're just about to start doing thank you shout outs for those who did contribute on the pre-stream here, okay? Number one, we do have a big subscriptions drive this month. By the end of this month, my goal is to hit 500 subscribers. Right now, we're at like 420 something. So it's definitely doable, especially with the fact Bully is about to start, which a lot of people are excited for. And then next week, the new content, the new games start rolling out constantly. So there's big potential to get people excited, coming to the streams and subscribing for the first time in a long time, all right? I really feel we could do it by the end of this month, okay? If we do hit 500 subscribers by the end of March, I'll be bringing back the Patron's Choice playthrough, by which people who pledge to my Patreon will be nominating and voting on a downtime video game that'll be played alongside all the new releases. Now, in the past, these have been some really amazing playthroughs, like Super Mario Sunshine, Spyro the Dragon, Yakuza, Persona. Amazing games that have led to sometimes multiple playthroughs and just really fun stuff. So, all that being said, I am very excited to see what people will choose for the next Patron's Choice playthrough, especially now I have capabilities of playing more games than ever before since my Wii can now play GameCube games, all right? But, that being said, we have to hit the 500 subs. So, let's make a big push for it, all right? Less than 75 to go at this point. I know that we can do it, and thank you very much to everyone who's been very supportive. Now, there is a stretch goal, 550 subs. That's, quite frankly, pretty unlikely. I mean, maybe if a lot of positivity is a big rallying this month, yes, it can happen. Do I realistically expect it to happen this month? No, I don't. All right, but if we hit 550 subs, I'll be doing a special event called the Rage-a-thon, by which I will be playing games that I know are going to cause me tons of rage. Games like Super Meat Boy or I Want to Be the Guy. Games like Scarface, oh boy, right? Or Street Fighter V, that kind of stuff. Keep that in mind. That's kind of what it would be, okay? There's a hair in my water. God damn it. It's just about to take a sip of water. There's a big fucking hair in it. I hate that shit. Alright, I'm not actually that angry. I'm just kidding, but... Fuck, how do I get it out? Come out. I got it. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, yes, ladies and gents, please consider subbing to the channel this month. Thank you very much. If you do, I appreciate it. And of course, yes, you will get a shout out if you do. Last but not least, folks, before we get to shout-outs, coming up in April, no lie, this is very serious talk. This is why I talk about it on every stream now. I'm nervous about my future of being able to do this for a living and being able to stay in my house. Why am I nervous? Because coming up in April, I have 3 giant tax payments that are due. The first is back taxes for the state of Washington, which are really not my fault whatsoever. I had a tax attorney who I paid thousands of dollars a year to handle my taxes, and he screwed me over and didn't do his job. And now I owe 2.5 years of back taxes that I don't have the money for, okay? And these are going to start coming due in April. Now, in addition to that, I now have a tax payment for the federal government for the year of 2017 that I'm going to owe in mid-April because I made some extra money last year to help me with the tax situation I had in January that was still part of the state tax situation. And And then I got my first federal payment for 2018 due in April. And I don't have money for all this. I don't. I'm just being real with you guys. I have some. I have like maybe a couple $1,000s saved up because I had some excess money from January from you guys being so supportive at the end of December. But the problem here is YouTube's been down. January and February, YouTube's been absolutely terrible. So if YouTube were good, then I'd have, oh wow, here's all this extra money to pay the taxes. YouTube's been absolutely god-awful for 2 straight months. So even though I've been doing good on Twitch, it's basically just negating the bad stuff on YouTube, and it's just enough to pay my bills. So, I don't have it. I don't know what's going to happen in April. If I don't have this money, what's going to end up happening is, if I can't pay it, fees, interest, all kinds of penalties that are going to be levied against me. And then they're going to expect me to somehow pay it in the future. So hopefully, God, please, God, knock on wood, hopefully things go well this year and keep going as well as they have. So hopefully at some point this year I'll make enough money to be able to pay these taxes, all right? Absolute worst case scenario, if I can't pay these taxes in April, and then I can't pay them in June when the next tax payment's due, and then I can't, you know what I mean? If I still keep paying them, I'm going to have to sell my house and move, which I don't want to do. My girlfriend just moved in with me. We're having a great life together. We're getting settled in. We're getting into a routine now. Pretty soon she's going to start driving everywhere, and she's about to start up her job, which she just transferred to here, and everything's going good on our end. The streams are better than ever. You guys have been telling me it was amazing positive feedback. You love what I'm doing here. You just want to keep it going. I want that too. And this sucks that I'm in a position now where there's nothing really I can do. I don't have anything I can sell. There's nothing I can do to fix this situation. I'm screwed over because of one irresponsible asshole in Connecticut screwed me over, and now I'm in a position where I don't know what to do. It sucks. So if you want to help with this situation, okay, in particular, right now, it's a very short period of time. It's about a month to a month and a half where you can really help me with this. You two options. Either you can pledge to my Patreon, as I've already mentioned, patreon.com/darksidephil, all right? That's number one. Number two, tip me during streams, all right? Which means, if you take a look at my stream right now, if you're on your Twitch page, right, you're looking at my channel, if you look below the channel, there should be a grid of information, like links to my website, links to my YouTube channels. There should be a link there that says tips. Click on that, takes you to my tips page. You can either leave an anonymous tip, or you can leave a message, all right? Or if that's not available to you because maybe you're on mobile, if you type !tip into the stream chat, you'll actually get the link. It'll pop up in the stream chat, and you can click on it, all right? And if you click on it, you can go to the tips page as well. There's 2 different ways to do it, all right? So that being said, anything you contribute with tips or Patreon is great. Why those 2 methods? Because anything you contribute via those, I get right away. Okay, so everything you guys are contributing via Patreon, everything you contribute via tips, all right, I'm going to try to save up, and it's going to go straight towards these taxes in April. So any support you can lend, all right? What I'm thinking of doing, there's one other thing I'm going to do, probably in early April. Like, I'm going to do a special birthday event for my birthday to see if I can raise extra funds for these taxes so that I can keep my house, all right? And that's probably going to be, in early April, if not on my birthday in April. I'm curious what kind of stuff you guys would like to see. Like, if I were to do a day marathon where the whole point was to try to, do stuff for this whole situation, right, in regards to getting tips so that I can maybe, help out with these taxes. What would you guys like to see? Okay? That's what I'm curious about. Special birthday event. What would you guys like to see for that? Right? Now, I would love to do like Street Fighter for you guys. The bottom line is there's no real Street Fighter to play. That's what sucks. So what other things would you like to see me do during an event like that? Would it be multiplayer of PUBG? Would it be Call of Duty? Would it be, Fortnite, even though I suck at it and probably would hate it? Or, what would you guys like to see for a special birthday celebration, right? I don't know. So think about it. Think about it, guys. And think about what you'd like to see for a special event in early April, and let me know, okay? And we'll go from there. Sound good? But that's kind of the shitty situation I'm in right now, is because these taxes are all coming to due in April, and I don't know where the money's going to come from. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm very nervous, quite frankly. So anything you can help with Patreon pledges or tips right now is much appreciated, okay? All right. Now, let us do some shout-outs for those who have contributed. Overnight, first of all, we had a couple people who did contribute, and I want to say thank you to the people who did contribute overnight. I am very appreciative of that. People who actually keep me in mind when I'm not even live streaming, and they contribute during that time period is pretty amazing. All right, so who are these people? Well, we've got Tinal 1019200. Lots of numbers. Did a 45-bit shear and said, loving the Heavy Rain playthrough. Could there be time in the summer where maybe you'll do a Summer of Quantic Dream where you play Indigo Prophecy and Beyond Two Souls Remastered? I'll be honest with you, Tinal. I'm finishing up Heavy Rain today, and then coming up in May, I'm doing Detroit Become Human. I think this would not be a good time to do even more Quantic Dream. I think that would be Quantic Dream overload, quite frankly. I'm not saying that I would never redo them. In fact, I think redoing Indigo Prophecy could be a really good idea, because that was a playthrough I did way back in 2010. It was the Halloween of 2010, if you guys can believe it. And I'd be, happy to, do kind of an anniversary style playthrough for that. But I think there would be too much Quantic Dream in too short of a period of time, much like people wanted me to play 400 Mario games back to back, which didn't make sense. But I would consider it for the future. Plus, this summer, we've got my Bloodborne run I want to do. The possibility of things like maybe Knights of the Old Republic, or maybe playing a new JRPG. There's this new JRPG coming out on the Switch. I think it's called like Octoplex or something like that. I don't know. There's actually, it looks like for a change, there may be some stuff during the summer coming out that I can balance with already established plans. Like I said, Bloodborne. So I don't know how much dead time, honestly, I'm going to have during the summer for me to say, oh, here we go with a bunch of Quantic Dream playthroughs or anything like that. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to say it's probably off the table since I just am playing Heavy Rain, and then I'm going to be doing Detroit Become Human. I think it would be too much, too soon of the same style of game. Okay? Okay. Shout out to Lady Morag, who did a 50-bit cheer overnight. Thank you, Lady Morag, for the overnight cheer. It is much appreciated. And then thank you to Infinite55, who did a 100-bit cheer right before I started up today's stream. So thank you very much for that, Infinite. I appreciate it. All right. Now, for those who contributed, once the stream was actually live, we had Concrete Casket, who did a 100-bit cheer, and he says, the Doki Doki stream last night was sick. I agree. I didn't know what to expect. Everyone had told me Doki Doki Literature Club starts off as a standard kind of visual novel dating sim for like a Japanese style game, but that it would change. It would change into something different. And that it really is a mind fuck, and that I really need to be patient, but if I did stick in there, that I would enjoy it. So I played it for 2.5 hours on Saturday, and I didn't get to any of the mind fuck, and I was like, man, this sucks. This seriously sucks, because, it seemed like there was some good stuff, like people were saying good stuff, but I never got to it. So I took the time out last night, 2.5 hours, I played it, I beat the game. My God, that game, the ending was so unexpected, and honestly so good, breaking the fourth wall and doing all kinds of fun stuff. I really enjoyed it. If you weren't there for the stream last night, definitely check out the videos. They're live on DSP Gaming on YouTube right now. That's one you should not miss. Very unique, okay? Shout out to Aussie Sly 47 Adam, who did a 100-bit cheer and said this is a great anniversary playthrough of Heavy Rain. Keep up the good work. Very nice. Thank you, Aussie. Jakey Boy 97 did a 45-bit cheer and said hype. So he's apparently pretty hype. Get Goof. Again, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Did a 50-bit cheer and said, here's some more of my toilet paper money. I haven't wiped my ass for 2 weeks. Well, I appreciate the toilet paper money. However, you may start to develop some major medical problems. If you don't start taking care of your butt. So just recommend maybe, even if you're not going to buy toilet paper, you might just want to splash your ass in some water. All right? Maybe find a fire hydrant or a fire hose. Spray your hole, your corn hole. Get some leaves. Wipe it with some leaves. I don't know. There's many options you can seek. I definitely recommend one. Shout out to AR2V2444, who subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that. Shout out to Sidella, who did a 50-bit cheer and said, Derek says, the bully premiere hype. I love gym, geography, and biology class, and I remember the epic game bug you had. Really brings back a ton of memories. Welcome to Bullworth, Jimmy Hopkins. There you go. And that all starts today on stream, right after we wrap up Heavy Rain. We're going to see it shortly. Shout out to Nasher18. Nasher18. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, Nasher. I appreciate that. And Lil DSP. What a name. Lil DSP says, Phil, what are the specs on your new hard drive? Actually, because I know you've complained about your PC and hope to get a good brand of hard drive or even a solid state drive that won't be affected by your PC. No. I did not buy a new hard drive to install in my PC for like running programs. I bought a storage external hard drive to back up my video files. Many of you may not know this because, I mean, shit, it's been years since I really did any kind of a walkthrough video of my office and kind of explained my methodology for anything. So I don't blame you guys. But for those of you who don't know, I back up all of my video files. Every single gameplay video that I've ever made for YouTube. All right? Every single one that I've ever made for YouTube has been backed up on an external hard drive. In fact, right now, I'm not even lying. On my computer desk, I see a stack of 8 external hard drives. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Old 2017. Here's 2016. 2015. Wow. Yep. That's a lot of gameplay. Yeah, so right now I walked over and I looked at them. 8 external hard drives right now sitting on my computer desk. The files range from late 2014. If you guys remember, 2014 was the year I moved to Washington State and I started doing videos here, you know, in my new home. So pretty much second half of 2014 through now. So pretty much almost 4 full years of gameplay videos are right now literally sitting on my computer desk. Okay? And you might say, well, why does Phil do that? Why does Phil back up all his video files? If he just uploads them to YouTube, I don't understand why. It's very simple, folks. You don't realize how fickle things are. Overnight, YouTube could disappear. Okay? It's true. Overnight, YouTube could just say, we're going away. We're not a profitable venture anymore. Well, we never were. And Google's not going to support us anymore. So thanks for all, so long, and thanks for all the fish. But we're out of here. You know, good night and good luck. Bump, 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 bump. Right? And they're gone. And then guess what? All that content that I created, 10 years of content, would be lost if I hadn't backed it up, right? It's the truth. YouTube, you know, look how fickle YouTube is with other shit. They could just ban me out of nowhere for no reason. If they really wanted to, they could. YouTube could just say, at any moment say goodbye and kick you in the butt and say goodbye. Now, some people have said, well, then why don't you just get rid of YouTube? Why do you upload to YouTube? Just do Twitch. Same thing. Twitch, at any moment, could determine that for some reason they don't want me on the site anymore and give me Das Boot. So it doesn't matter where I am or what, you know, where I do what I do. I need to retain ownership of my videos by owning them physically. Okay? So I have physical backups of all the videos I've ever done. You know, the 4 years that I've lived here, plus, you know, 6 years of gameplay I have on other external hard drives stored. You know, then when I moved across the country, I took them with me. Over here on my, in my storage area in my closet. So, yeah, pretty crazy. The amount of, you know, work that goes into it and backing up and everything. So, yeah, it was not a computer, a hard drive I'm installing in my PC to make my PC have more storage space. That's not the case. It's an external USB 3.0 hard drive. It's actually a Seagate 4 terabyte. And judging by the average size of a gameplay video, every time I make a gameplay video, roughly I'd say, if it's a 10-minute video, maybe 500 to 600 megabytes. Okay? So, you know, you figure I put out, how many videos do I put out a day? Right? Roughly, I don't know. Anywhere, the least I put out 10. At the most, I'll put out like 20-something. Let's say on average, I put out 18 videos a day. Okay? Or actually, let's increase that. Let's say on average, I put out 25 videos a day. Okay? So, I'm putting out roughly a gig a day, if not more. So 4 terabytes, you know, that's what, 4,000 gigs? So you gotta do the math and you figure, well, you know, probably it'll last, I'm thinking it'll last me roughly a year, hopefully. Hopefully. Maybe not. Because the thing is, some videos I end up doing longer. I don't always do the same amount of videos every day, you know. For whatever reason, the games with a lot of action, a lot of motion, end up being much larger video files than ones where it's more like, oh, I'm playing a visual novel today. This video is like no space at all. Versus games with a lot of motion have a lot more, right? So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long this lasts. I hope it lasts a long time. I mean, I've been using 2 external hard drives for probably roughly, I'd say it was 8 months, and they were 2 terabytes each. So, hopefully, hopefully, this 4 terabyte hard drive lasts a long time. We'll see. But anyway, that's what it is. It's not a hard drive for my PC or anything. Okay. Shout out to Pack of Wild Chimps, who cheered and said shout out to the pre-stream and Jamal. I don't know who Jamal is, but I guess shout out to Jamal and the pre-stream. There you go. All right, everyone. Well, it looks like that's it. We've gone through all the shout outs. So I guess it's time to start with the conclusion of Heavy Rain. Again, 2 things to remind you folks. Number 1, we are driving for subscribers this month. We're trying to reach 500. Please subscribe if you want access to really awesome emotes. And obviously, if you want to help to try to drive towards the 500 goal, the return of the Patron's Choice playthrough. And number 2, all right, Shuck Morris just asked me in stream chat, for your birthday, would you rather get tips or a WrestleMania ticket? Are you kidding me? If someone literally said, Phil, you have a choice between getting a tip on your birthday or WrestleMania tickets, the answer would be 100% get a tip, because I can't go to WrestleMania. I have no money. Any money that I'm making now is going towards these taxes. So I have no money to go anywhere. But WrestleMania tickets would literally, you might as well send me a roll of toilet paper. It's about as useful as that. There you go. Okay. Anyway. Yes, speaking of which, the second thing being, if you really want to help me out, guys, with this upcoming tax situation, you want me to be able to continue to keep doing the things the way they're going and keep my house, you can either pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil, or you can tip me on stream via looking below the stream and clicking on the tip section, or typing in hashtag, exclamation point, tip into the stream chat to bring up the command and check that out, okay? All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. It is now time to conclude with Heavy Rain. We're going to conclude Heavy Rain. It'll probably take roughly an hour. Then I'll take a break, and we'll switch over to Bully Scholarship Edition for the rest of the stream. Sound good? It should be pretty good. All right. No, Pack of Wild Chimps, you can't send me food stamps. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You can't give food stamps to other people. Anyway, thank you, guys. It is now time to begin. Thank you very much. Heavy Rain's conclusion right now. Thanks, and here we go.